That's it, very low, very, very low. If there is no bat, I think... Yeah, there is nothing. That is a flat line. To me, that can't be missing anything other than the stumps. I mean, it has to be going. I mean, it cannot be missing anything. It should be going. He's walking away. He knows, because he's seen himself.
Sometimes you go upstairs with hope. You know that you've gone upstairs with 50-50 call. That looks very, very straightforward. What a game. What a couple of games. Last 48 hours, this guy is having. Brilliant. Turning up, Tisera Perera trusting him as the all-round spinner. They have Gunit Dellalage. They partner up really well. Glenn Phillips, the off spinner from the other end. Tisera Perera has got all his bases covered, even the fast bowlers. Has been on the expensive side, but overall, it's early doors still on. As a team, you just need to keep winning. And winning small moments. This is what makes a good team to get to that championship.
Well, he's waiting. I think they're waiting for the final confirmation. Just going through the process. Should read as 94 for 6 because Pretorius has already accepted his fate. He's walked away, but he's just staying on just to get that final confirmation. We've seen 3 days of cricket. We've seen almost everything. We've seen some top-class batting. We'll come to that. Let's see what this is. This is DRS. Pitching in line. Hitting in line. And it's, as you say, missing off, missing leg, hitting the middle stump. So that's a confirmation. That took a bit long, but then it was pretty obvious. 94 for 6, Pretorius goes for 5. It's Udana. Don't think he was planning to bat this early. At the halfway stage, he's got a best of 84. His strike rate is decent. 129 is quite good, in fact. Slip in.
That's a leg spinner to start with. Definitely next one is going to be the googly for Udana. Missed a straight one here, Duan Pretorius. Possibly even before the ball was delivered, he was on his knee trying to sweep it. Premeditation at its best.
Well, bit predictable. You said you called it. Leg spin followed by... Leg spin followed by Rogan. They've taken the review, but I think it's a bit too high. It bounced a bit.
Yeah, but Udana showing the bat towards the umpire. Maybe some bat, but this was written in heaven. The next delivery has to be googly with Sadab Khan. First delivery just showing the leg spin, and the second one comes the sucker punch with the googly with a pace of 85. Tisera Perera straight away he was convinced. Sadil Samarikram as well. Googly, similar length. Bat, so yeah. And maybe inside edge, very close to the bat. Oh, there's something on that. I don't know. It's to the third umpire, but it looks very close.
I don't think it's an edge, but it's certainly too high because Udana is a tall lad and he's not moved forward. So let's see where it is hitting on the way. Oh, it's an umpire's call. It is an umpire's call. How close do you think that was? Had the umpire ruled him out, it would have stayed that way. These guys, Colombo, are on a roll here.
They call it right, Prashant. Maybe the bounce will be the factor. This man, when he's on song, he is so good to watch. Nah. Bounce did him at Sagar Khanna. He can't believe it. Oh, brilliant. We've seen everything so far.
Last ball of the over. Oh, another one. That's spun quite quickly. 11 done. It's 94 for 6.
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है मस्ती में तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में टेलीनॉर हो तो
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera and shea butter extracts or hair dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Single off the first ball. $95 for 6. And some spin from Phillips. Glenn Phillips has got 19 wickets, 8.16 his economy. Best of 2 for 11. They got their bits and pieces, the ones who could come on and bowl an over or two. Some useful spin. Phillips is that kind of a player. Udana has found the middle and it's gone all the way for 6. The 100's up.
The best way of defense for Udana is definitely attack. And when he hits it, it stays it. Loves facing the off spinners and round the wicket creates that opportunity to extend his arms and the long levers going straight down. For a second, Phillips thought he's in the field. Soon he realizes middle of the bat and it goes at 85 meters 6. Well, I think Udana should continue playing this. There's no point hanging around. And Shadab Khan still got no. If he's in his arm, he should go for it.
He certainly should, I think. He'll look to take on Phillips if he could. 6 straight away. Goes again. Another one. 2 back-to-back. Huge maximums.
Also, I think Tisarapera has got his tactics wrong here. Bowling the off spinner from the far end and right-hander hitting towards the leg side with the wind and it's going to carry so far behind. And that's why I think Udana is chancing his arms. Probably Tisarapera taking a chance, but definitely is going against him. And Udana flourishing under pressure. Back-to-back sixes.
2 magnificent shots. Yeah, Tisarapera will have to find 2 overs. Karunaratne has gone for 21. Patirana, well, he'll come back and bowl. Himself has gone for 16. So he would have been looking for some cheap overs, a slight change. So won't be surprised if Phillips now looks to try and bowl it a little bit quicker. Bowl wide of the off stump. Go round the wicket, look for that slider if he could. The 13 of the first 3 balls. Oh, that time, I think it got stuck in the pitch. It didn't arrive. It was just short of a length. He was swinging, but didn't arrive.
Udana has made up his mind. He is going to target Glenn Phillips. And Glenn wanted to probably bowl to the cut shot with 2 field square of the wicket in the offside, in place. Just like that. And the previous delivery just gripped bounce, and this was very slow. Even this, it turned a bit.
Yeah, he'll look to bowl the slider that goes across rather than spin back. He's looking to go wide of the crease, the last ball of the over. Short and wide, that should be 4. This is a big over. 17 runs. The Galle Marvels have got something back. They got 8 overs left. It's 111 for 6.
याद रखना सिर्फ सेफगार्ड से शब सेफगार्ड से घंटों जब से बचता जाए शब चलता जाए।
जबरदस्त हिफाजत अब 20 रुपए की जबरदस्त बचत के साथ।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे कौन से
Stayed with the program, changes were made and became very effective, especially Shadab.
No. It's been a great comeback from Colombo. Good use of the spin in that last over for Phillips. Got a bit of tap, but apart from that, current run rate 9.12. At one stage, I think it was above 14. So yeah, good position. 6 wickets, but they've got to keep going. Got to keep looking to take wickets. We've seen if you get in, this wicket can be good for batting, but to start, particularly against the spin, is quite difficult.
This pitch is misbehaving now, that's for sure. We saw the ball responding to the spinners appreciably, and this time around, oh well, that's what happened in the previous over. Udana taking on the off spinner.
You see there is how much the batters prefer the ball spinning in rather than spinning away. Played, misses out there, times that beautifully, but can't get it past that man at backward point. Yeah, I think the right-handed batters at the moment, with this pitch being a little bit inconsistent with that natural variation, I think they'd much prefer the ball coming into them and hit with the spin than what we saw with the right arm leg spin, left arm orthodox. When it's spinning away, it's a lot more difficult to find that boundary.
Oh, that's a beautiful hit. Beautiful hit. Just picked up the length very early. And he was in a good position to bet that ball over the boundary line. Very attractive.
Another example, pace on is exactly what the batters want. This is a beautiful shot. Again, he looks to place it, but he gets it right out of the middle. Gets it 6, man back there, but hits it too clean.
Yeah, he's the concern, isn't he? When you talk about Colombo Strikers, spinners are doing well. The left-arm fast bowler, Venuru, is bowling quite well. But he's been off the boil. Bakarana, he's been all over the shop. Conceding plenty of runs. Not looking threatening at all.
Another look at that pull shot. 6. And he looks to tuck it around the corner, get it behind square leg, but because he gets it so good, doesn't matter where the fieldsman is. It's well over that boundary.
He played a similar kind of a stroke to win the game for his side of the last delivery. Looks like a confident cricketer. Arachchige. End of the 13th. It's 118 for 6.
अरे होने वाले दामाद जी गले तो मिलो
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा ये नया और
Yeah, Michael, you spoke about right-handed batsmen struggling against the spinners. What do you think is the main reason?
Well, I think when you look at Shadab Khan, the right arm leg spinner, I don't think they're picking him out of his hand. At the moment, he's taking wickets with both the ball that's skidding through out the front and the wrong one, the googly, the one that's spinning back in. At the moment, I think your first challenge as a batsman facing spin is picking which way the ball's going, because that opens up either side of the field. It's a lot easier to hit with the spin, particularly at the start of your innings, than against the spin, but to try and pick it off the pitch, sometimes it's too late, especially these days with the spinners bowling so fast. So I think the batters have got to watch the ball out of their hand a little bit more, give themselves every chance.
And do you think this is the main reason why they are playing from the crease? Because they are not picking him?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of both. Again, nicely bowled here. Batters looking for two. Good aggressive running. Good batting. Yeah, I think natural variation makes it hard as well. Some balls you're unsure, do I play for spin, do I play straight? Here's an example again. We're seeing there's 3 wrong ones in a row, 2 wickets from wrong ones. So the other thing as well, playing across the line is harder at the start of your innings. Once you get in, it's a little bit easier to play across the line, but it hasn't spun massive, and sometimes that can be harder for a batsman. Sometimes you'd rather it spin consistently but big. But I think that's the key. It's the inconsistent spin, the natural variation. One ball skids through, one ball spins, that makes it most hard, or the hardest, I'd say, for the batters.
Yeah, as the pitch is tiring out, that's why we see more spin here. And when you talk about wrist spinners, they'll get more purchase from any surface. And these two batters, they are gathering important runs. The partnership is 28 from 20 deliveries. And the main contributor, Udana, was looking for runs. Well, 177 will do.
You take that right now. Sign that contract for 177, I reckon.
And will do nicely. Single to finish the 14th over. It's 123 for 6.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम।
Here's the opportunity for Karunaratne to make his mark. Just work that length quite nicely, the left-hander. He favours that area behind square on the onside. Pick that slow one very early.
It's a nice shot. Not the best ball to start your spell though. Slow ball going down the leg side, back to the length. But yeah, pressure's on. Execution's so important. Partnership growing between these two as well.
Running hard, running hard. Only single available. Well, you need to be hydrated, especially in summers in this part of the world. And this is your go-to drink. It's carbohydrates, got electrolytes, and vitamin B. 12, 6 and 3, which is very good.
Like the sound of all of that. Tried it myself. Very nice. Very nice. Good product.
Tastes good too. Very refreshing. So is Udana's batting. He's been timing the ball very well. Another boundary. Used the pace so comfortably.
Bought their backside off Colombo to get back into this game. They're just letting it slide again. Again, pace on the ball. Batters have found this the easiest to face. They want pace on, opens up the whole field. Again, credit to the batting. They're using it. They're beating the man in the infield. This outfield's lightning. I'm not sure that's the right delivery.
He has bowled 1.3 overs and he has already conceded 30 runs. That's no good from an international cricketer. Finally a dot delivery.
Yeah, well, I think the skipper probably would have preferred for Phillips to be bowling a few more overs, but he went for 17 off his one as well. So trying to work your bowling changes, trying to work out when you go back to your strike weapon. Just been Shaddad in last night's game and today. One of the challenges you have as captain, working out who to bowl at the right time. When's the team chasing wickets? When's the team trying to defend? When are we trying to sneak an over, get through a quick over? All these decisions you've got to make.
It's very important for the captains to understand the ability of a player. Once again, a poor delivery. Yes, it wasn't a convincing stroke, but still 4 runs. Yeah, coming back to the point, the captain has to be absolutely sure about the ability of a player. You've been talking about it. As a spinner, finger spinner, you have to bowl it slower to be able to inveigle the batsman. But Glenn Phillip, he darts the ball in. It was not an appropriate choice for this kind of a pitch.
I think that's the key to all of this. You've got to look at the surface. You've got to have a look at what you're playing on. You might want to bowl 150 Ks, but you've got a slow wicket, turning wicket, staying low. You've got to change your plan. You've got to be able to adapt. That's what the best players do, whether that's with the bat or with the ball.
It's a bite. It's a long over for Karunaratne. It's not ending.
On for 35 so far. He's got 1 ball to go. But again, credit to the batting. Partnership 43 now from 27 balls. Took their time early. They knew they needed to build a partnership. Now, just the 6 wickets down. 5 overs to go after this delivery. They've got wickets in hand. They can afford to go a little bit harder.
They're pushing. That's excellent running from these two. Looking to steal the runs. End of the 15th, it's 139 for 6.
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से तो जीतो with Dettol.
Nicely played. Nicely done. It's been impressive, Arachchige. He knows how to handle the pressure and he knows how to revert the pressure.
That spin. Even that, a little bunt to the leg side, smart batting. If you can get two, you get two, but it's going to be hard for him to hit a boundary on that leg side against the spin. This is the advantage. You get a left-hander on strike. That same ball's now spinning in. He can certainly look to go big on the leg side with the spin.
Now both the batters batted so confidently in that situation, which was tough. Showing the ability how the pressure should be handled. That's a good delivery. And looking for that Yorker length, looking to grab the batsman.
Been good all night. His execution's been spot on with the ball. Again, apart from that first delivery, there was a bit of a warm-up delivery. Went for four, he got it too wide. Assessed conditions and bowled very well.
Now weighing his option, having a nuanced look at the field placing. Oh, he loves that stroke and he executes that stroke very well, the left-hander.
Brilliant batting. Good way to finish the over. 149 for 6.
Now the batting side is going to take strategic time out.
This has been a vital partnership. Galle Marvels were in serious danger of being bowled out. Arachchige and Udana have this partnership, 55 of just 34 deliveries. It's been a good one, a real good one. Here's Patirana. Oh, he squeezed that away as well for 4. Now there's a delivery that doesn't deserve the outcome.
Absolutely, and I don't think Binra Fernando had any chance at all as the 150 comes up. As you said, HD, from being 94 for 6, looking like being bowled out for less than 120. Arachchige and Udana, they've managed to squeeze some runs, some big hits, and there have been few edges like that, but they all count.
I've watched this young man bowl a few times on television and occasionally here in Sri Lanka, but I must admit I didn't know that he had this type of pace. And that last delivery was 145. He's right up there.
He's bowled at 150. He has been clocked at 150 plus. That's amazing because he has this slinging action and he has that hip rotation. But I believe it's causing him to generate so much of pace. People do talk about his wrist position. He's still learning. Prefers to bowl in the middle and also towards the end, maybe the death, but doesn't really enjoy the power plays.
Now they fly to Dhaka, Roshan. You do a lot of work over there in Bangladesh. I think that's the recommendation, that you next time you go to Dhaka. But there it is. Now they fly to Dhaka, Roshan. You do a lot of work over there in Bangladesh. I think that's the recommendation, that you next time you go to Dhaka. But there it is. Brilliantly bowled.
I know I used to do a lot of work. It might be useful if you're thinking of going to Dhaka. Why not?
Well, they're very reliable, on time, and above all else, affordable.
I think that's the key.
It's the final over of the power blast, and just 5 from it. Ideal man to bowl in this situation.
been very impressive by these two. It really has. I mean, Udana's 35 of 21. He walked in when all about were falling. I mentioned earlier it looked as though they were going to get bowled out. He swung at his first two. They went out the ground, and all of a sudden I think he felt, hang on, I can actually do a job here. And he's played a real classy knock as the big tall left armer.
I can tell you that he's had his moments in the sun with the bat in hand. He's played some really good knocks for Sri Lanka. And he's a capable batter. It's just that doesn't really get the kind of opportunity sometimes to go and express himself, to show his credentials as batter. But here now, with his experience and time on his side, he could extend this. This is a good run rate, more than 9 and over. If they can maintain it, they'll get close to 200.
Good run, understanding that Pereira was hugging that 30-yard circle, so they just nip a single. That's 7 from it. 156 for 6.
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair. Dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose Pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार. Don't worry, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा.
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत.
Plenty of dots, and this one he's gone all the way. The slog straight for Mr. Udana. That is his third 6.
Long levers. It's the stretch to get on bended knee and swat that away over mid-wicket. Hit it clean, very clean. And now playing like a real batter, knocks it up the ground for a single and says, over to you, Arachchige. Pure excellence in every drop. American water. Chance and put down.
Well, he's been having a terrible day, Chamika Karunaratne. Now he misses a chance pretty straightforward. Really not been his day with the ball in hand yesterday and now today. And normally 10 times out of 10 he would have swallowed it. He's such a good fielder.
Make that 9 out of 10, Rosh. Because that one's gone down. He's punched it.
Now it's 9 out of 10, but I said normally he's a capable fielder.
Still a little bit of spin. 18th done, 165 for 6.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम, निकाल पाएगा एरियल? नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल, जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक धुलाई में.
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार. Don't worry, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा.
सेफगार्ड करें हम, जर्म से दूर रहे हम. शप 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 मारे जर्म्स. याद रखना, सिर्फ सेफगार्ड से शप शप शप. सेफगार्ड से नहाए, घर तो जर्म से बचता जाए. शप 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 चलता जाए.
जबरदस्त हिफाजत अब 20 रुपए की जबरदस्त बचत के साथ.
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार. Don't worry, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा.
I still think where they are here at 165.
जबरदस्त हिफाजत अब 20 रुपए की जबरदस्त बचत के साथ.
I think they've got
for Luke Beveridge. Haven't had a lot of final success in the past couple of years.
what they need is to have a good finish.
जबरदस्त हिफाजत.
About this ground is, besides having good serve, this outfield gives you so much of value for money.
That might be wider, and there's a lot of things that are in favour of the batters here in Pallekele. The way it's panned out, and that the surfaces are played really well. There's a lot of things that are in favour of the batters here in Pallekele. The way it's panned out, and that the surfaces are played really well. We've tried hard to find things in the pitch for the bowlers, and yes, the spinners have got a little bit of purchase when bowled at a particular pace, but generally pitch excellent for batting. Outfield blisteringly quick, hard as well, so the ball when it goes in the air doesn't plug, it just bounces away. And the boundaries aren't big, just 70 yards all the way around. And I think the bowlers need to embrace the challenge rather than throw their hands up in the air and say, just it's a batter's game. Is embrace the challenge, develop the skills, because they're going to be required on the highest stage.
Basically, T20 is about out the batters. Yes, we did have some very good games in the last World Cup, close games, but I think people watch T20 more for action, especially the non-cricket fans, the ones who don't know much about cricket but who want to have some entertainment.
Out down again. How many have they put down?
That's Wasim at mid-wicket. Made a good effort, but that rushed the batter. Bit of extra pace. He was not in control. Should have been taken. That should have been taken. This can hurt. I'll tell you, this can hurt the Colombo team.
Coaching staff will know exactly where to look if the result doesn't go their way tonight. They've put down catches. They haven't been good in the field. Yeah, you're talking about it being a batter's game. I understand where everyone's going, and particularly if you're going to sell the game. Talking about selling, you said Maha's bought one of those. I can see you behind the wheel driving us to Dabulla in that, Rosh. The old 7-seat. There's enough space for all of us. Spacious vehicle. Yeah, if you're going to try and sell the game to the American market, 100 versus 101 is not going to cut it. This should be out, and is. But a good innings, a really good innings from Arachchige.
He's assisted with Udana to put on what is a very competitive total.
Yeah. Second time unlucky. First time he got away with it. Second time very simple catch, but you're right. They've given Galle something to bowl at.
आपका नो रैश डिसीजन क्या था?
जब बेबी की बात हो तो नो जल्दबाजी। मैं पाउडर लगाती हूँ, मुख्तलिफ क्रीम्स एंड ऑयल्स इस्तेमाल कर लेती हूँ। मैं कुछ टाइम के लिए बेबी को डायपर फ्री कर देती हूँ। लेकिन फिर भी रैश का डर तो लगा रहता है। पर मुझे नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने स्विच किया पैम्पर्स पर, जिसमें पहले से ही एलोवेरा वाला लोशन है, जो कबीर को दिन रात रैश से बचाता है। आप खुद ट्राई करें, फिर आप भी कहेंगे अब से नो मोर रैश डिसीजन। ट्राई पैम्पर्स।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो
होने वाले दामाद जी गले तो मिलो।
Final over. The new man is Tarupati, but he's at the non-striker's end. And he's here because this catch was held.
Game rushed him a little bit, was on to him quicker than what he thought. Arachchige was shaping to hit it to deep mid-wicket or possibly over it. But this is where the deceptive pace of Atisha Patirana can unsettle you.
He wants to. Tarupati touches and goes. And they safely home. So he edges closer to that half-century, Udana. He sits on 48. No man batting at number 8 has ever achieved an LPL half-century. So again, we sit on a record. But this is good running.
Great intent. Udana was running to the danger and the throw was a little bit too wide. That allowed him that precious milliseconds to get in, to throw in the dive.
Surely this is it. This is it. 50 for Isuru Udana. A brilliant half-century. The first man to do it in LPL history, batting at number 8.
And what a hand he's played. He's virtually given a broad goal from a hopeless position. 94 for 6. It was done and dusted. But they're still living in hope. 179 for 7. 3 more balls to go. Can they accumulate another 6 runs? Maybe another 4 or 5. Just give them something to bowl at. At the moment, they're more than 9 and over.
That was a great example of how hard the surface is. And that both long on and deep mid-wicket thought they were in the game there, and the ball just skipped away from them. Chance in the deep, and out. Ramanullah Gurbaz, the man at long off, takes the catch. This man is never far from the action, Banura Fernando.
Very good with his change-ups. He's a tall lad. Goes into the pegs, takes a lot of pace off. And once again, that deception didn't allow him to time well, found the man at long off. But what a hand Isuru Udana has played. He's given his team something to bowl at. Still 2 balls left. 170.
डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ।
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से, तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
अरे होने वाले दामाद जी गले तो मिलो। आजा। नो।
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, जो जड़ तक जाए।
Open it. Needed a direct hit. Got it.
Turning out to be an eventful over. That should be run out. In fact, he's walking away, so 2 wickets lost. They still got 6 runs, but they haven't got the desired result in the over. Binro Fernando has been excellent bowling at the depth. Is anywhere close, yes. He's well shot. Also Tarupati. So really didn't face a ball. He has to walk back, run out. Ball now.
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार है।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Up in the air. Taken in the deep. So wickets towards the back end for the superstar. Vanura Fernando ends with 3 for 22 in 4. While there was carnage in the rest of the bowling unit, he has stood tall as he so often does. Galle end their innings on 179. They have been bowled out.
A great hand by Binro Fernando. I think it was an excellent inning. So much of skill by the tall fast bowler. As you said, when Dick Valla was taking them on, he looked to slow things down, bowl those dots, and at the end, he's got wickets as well. So very good return. 4 overs, 3 for 22, and out of which he's bowled 15 dots, and that is a very good performance by the Galle Marvels. Going nowhere at 94 for 6, but they have recovered. They've given them something to try and defend. But the question is that enough?
It is always the question, isn't it? Dick Valla started brilliantly. They got off to a rollicking start because of him. 50 of just 18 deliveries. Then the stutter and the stumble, and it needed a wonderful partnership between Arachchige and Udana. They got one, and in the end, 179 is certainly something that they can bowl to. What about the bowlers? Partnerships first up. Good one, wasn't it? 71 off 33, and then 79 off 53. That's all you need in T20 cricket. 2 big ones.
Well, Binro Fernando stood out with his bowling. 3 for 22. That economy tells you a story. And so was Shadab again, top of the pops. 4 for 21. Another excellent day. But the rest of the bowling have been a bit expensive with 16 to Tishara, his economy. And look at Phillips. And Pallekele under 7. But then Chamika Karuratne once more proving to be pretty expensive.
Well, they want to stay top of the table, the Colombo Strikers. And if they do, they're going to need 180 in their 20 overs. Don't go too far. We'll be back after the break for the run chase.
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल। जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
न इस आग में जलूंगा, न इस ताप में पिघलूंगा। जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से, तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल। जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल। गर्मी के स्पेल के लिए तैयार।
जब कोई मेहमान आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और ये पुराना दाग भरा कमोड देखकर आपका दिल घबराए, तो कुछ और नहीं, नया हार्पिक छोटू जो जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार कमोड। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
कमोड बनाए नए जैसा।
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से, तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल। जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
बदलते
Welcome back to the chase here at the Pallekele International Cricket Stadium, the last game of the LPL to be played at this venue. I think we are in for a treat, a big chase once again. Topsy-turvy innings, off to a flyer as usual, Niroshan Dikwella doing Dikwella things. Good evening, Parvez Maru.
Evening, Russell. Yeah, batted really well, Dikwella. Played the percentages right, took the good options. Second fill Alex Sells until that outside edge. Anything coming into him, it's trying to go mid.
There's a bit of grip, the pitch on the slower side. And here's the batting card. Dikwella's 50. As soon as the power play was over, he is dismissed. Arachchige and then Udana, making sure they have runs on.
Some very strong male emanating around dust.
Galle Marvels, 37 for no loss. At the end of 6, they were 71 for no loss. Edge, no one there. Even if there was, it doesn't matter. That's gone a long way.
That's just bad luck for Udana. First ball, swiping it across. Oh, we didn't get Mohammad Wasim. He knows only one way to play. As Russell Arnold said, any edge will always carry in Pallekele. Oh, big bat, big edge. And Udana doing the right thing. He's trying to pitch the ball up, try to get some swing. But if he doesn't find it, don't be surprised. He'll be opting to his plan B, which is the plenty of slow deliveries into the surface.
Incredible how the ball is flying to all parts of the ground. 70 meters is a decent hit, I'll tell you. Edge away from the Dabulla. The runs keep coming, the runs are flowing, and so are the boundaries.
Streaky but extremely effective for Mohammad Wasim. He knows it, his right smile says it all. Good seam position, threatening to come back in, just held its line. Valiant attempt by Niroshan Dabulla, just couldn't reach it. Brave delivery by Udana. Seam up with pace. Mohammad Wasim will be going. Message is loud and clear. Try and maximize the first 6 overs.
Yeah, it gets harder with the field spread and the ball getting softer. Spinning options for goal. We've seen a couple of overs from Tikshana. There's Malsha Tarupati.
Come on, boys!
Daur Khan, he's got a good ball and
Come on, boys!
an effective Yorker. And of course, Arachchige can bowl some spin. But this is good to take for a spin. The 7-seater, the fastest selling car in Sri Lanka these days. Glory Eye Auto. DFSK. Get down there and make your orders fast because they're selling fast, I'm told. Have you ever seen that? Gurbaz getting another player on strike to take the bowling on.
He's matured. Mohammad Wasim is going strong, getting a single, playing the senior role, the anchor role for the time being. This guy, when he gets going, wow, I'll probably pay him to watch batting. R.Premadasa leading the strikers this year. 4 years with the Jaffna Kings, very successful captain. Matisha Pathina along with him, the most expensive buy ever in the history of LPL.
Required rate 8.66. It's manageable. That was yesterday. Wasim made 32 of 18 and they needed that. A counter-attacking innings to relieve the pressure and get the innings moving forward once again. Long on, tip, square leg are the two in the deep.
They're not rushed. Yeah, wicket lost. We've seen one or two balls that
innings. You got to maximise that. This stage, you've just lost the 1 wicket. This partnership's building.
this is working the ball into gaps, and they're doing it quite easily. At the moment, they're not rushed. Yeah, wicket was lost. We've seen one or two balls that turned and bounced. But generally, it's not been too difficult. Azim on strike. Oh, that's an edge and down the short third man, and that's another one. Very simple chance. What he was trying to do is to go inside out. But Tikshana is different. He tends to bowl the ball a little bit quicker. He can be deceptive.
Yeah, once again, pace off the ball. Risk first reward. Wanted a boundary. Look to get it out the front. Gets that thick outside. But that man, it's short third man. He's not going to drop that. That's a soda. That's a big wicket.
So he's got to go. That's Mohammad Wasim. He made.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम, निकाल पाएगा ये? तो हो जाए मुकाबला। नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल बनाए ज्यादा चार्ट जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक
महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Get that strike rate to improve batting at number 4. The strike rates need to be 130 plus or even more. That's the way, that's how the game's progressed.
It's going to be the challenge as well. Starting against spin, we've seen tonight. Hasn't been easy. Once you get in, batting's been a lot more comfortable. It's getting your innings going. Even if it's just for his first 4, 6 balls. Just get himself up the other end, get used to the conditions. In good position at the moment though.
See, the pitches have been generally good under lights. They've seen teams chasing down targets and sometimes doing it easily because the surfaces have held on quite well. Last ball of the over. Into the gap. 2 is the call. They're pushing hard. Will they come back for 2? They do. This is good running. You need to be smart. That's exactly what they've done. 4 runs and a wicket, 45 for 2.
अरे होने वाले दामाद जी, गले तो मिलो। आजा। नो।
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस न आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Credit to the groundsman here. It's grounding Kandy. I think the pitches are played beautifully. Surface was used yesterday and the day before. Today this is played well again as well. Seen enough there certainly for the spinners, but we've seen 100 scored. Batters get in. It's been comfortable certainly in the power play. We have a look at that last wicket again. There's not too much spin there. It's the length and it's the pace change. Batsman trying to take a risk. Trying to go up and over mid-off. Just a fraction. Just enough spin. Hasn't been raging turners, so I think the curators have done a wonderful job here. Lightning fast outfield as well. That's played in the batter's favour for sure.
Gurbas. He gets it into the grass banks. And the 50 is up in the 6th over.
He's a talented player. Consistent as well. Just sweats on any sort of length. Loves to go get underneath the ball. I think he's more comfortable hitting the ball in the air than he's along the ground. Just the power these days. It's a shuffle forward. It's like one step down the wicket into the line of the ball. It's not that bad a delivery.
What the LPL has witnessed is the progressive, the way he's progressed as a batter, progressively improving. Remember when he came into the LPL at the start, he was not known much, but today he's one of the most destructive batters in the world, and he can destroy the best of bowling attacks, opening the batting.
Amazing what confidence does as well. He's at 6. Length isn't too bad, but he's so confident. Shuffle down the wicket, momentum going in the direction he's trying to hit it. 83 metres.
Gets into very good positions as a batter. 52 for 2. Sadhir Samaravikrama is different. He takes his time, but technically very sound. But when he gets going, he can be pretty attractive. And that's the way he does it. He just knocks it into gaps. That's how he starts.
They're not the worst. I think when you've got a player that's going 25 off 15, that allows you just to rotate strike and get yourself in. And again, it's not no runs off your first 5 or 6 balls. Those days are long gone. But I think if you can be 10 off your first 6, you can always catch up later, certainly on a pitch like this.
Talking about these aerial strokes and into the skies, I can tell you that the official airline partner Fitzair, they're giving our spectators a chance. Now catch it, and you know what you win? A return air ticket courtesy Fitzair to Chennai. That is a great boon for the fans. Oh, that's a poor delivery and hit with a lot of power. Half stopped, but it still has enough legs to get through to the boundary.
He's absolutely creamed that. Gets Alex Hales at mid-off. He's still on the ground. It's got him on the wrist, I reckon, in a nasty spot, but he's hit this like a bullet. Low full toss, right out of the middle. Tries his best, gets a nasty bounce. Yeah, it's never nice. Low on the wrist.
Yeah, the point you made about the surfaces, the outfield, the right ground staff, the curators should be commended for what they have delivered, because in these 3 days we've seen almost everything, including a hat-trick. We've seen some outstanding batting, hundreds, scores being chased down, and this is exactly what T20 is about. Last ball of the over, and last ball of the power play as well. Long on out, and so he's back with square leg. Oh, well bowled, he's got a big one. That was a zipping Yorker, and what a delivery to castle this man.
What a wicket, what a way to finish the power play. He gets done for pace here.
The perfect Yorker does him for speed. 137.6 Ks. Ball before he creamed it for 4. It was the attempted Yorker. This one's perfect.
Brilliant delivery. Couldn't have asked for a better one at this stage. It hit for a 6 and a boundary, and he strikes with absolute.
जबरदस्त हिफाजत अब 20 रुपए की जबरदस्त बचत के साथ.
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair, dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में. तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में. टेलीनॉर हो तो
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार. डोंट वरी, थोड़ा संभाल लेगा.
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत.
Without losing too many wickets. think Phillips particularly would prefer to start to the quicks rather than start against spin. This little period's going to be interesting.
This guy is a very deceptive kind of bowler, Marsha Tarupati. Played under 19 for Sri Lanka. He's got a very clever, quicker delivery that he disguises quite well. So he can deceive you. He's got a bit of variety up his sleeve. He is a leg spinner. Bowls with that nice wrist action, but he has a little bit more variety.
Speaking of great deliveries, what about this last wicket? Nearly 140 Ks. It's perfection. That's the perfect Yorker. It's exactly what he tried to do ball before, but he didn't execute. It was a low full toss that went for a boundary.
You know what? We speak about his faster ball. Marsha Tarupati, it's supposedly quicker than Maharoof's quickest.
I'm not going. That's a beauty. That's just done for pace. Tails in just a fraction, but all the practice, all the training with those Yorkers in there, perfect there.
It's off the mark, Phillips. So now this is a very, very critical stage with both batters just looking to get in. But can they afford to when they're chasing at 9+ an over, and Gall's going to get in some cheap overs of spin? They need to keep moving. This is the time you bowl your spinners. You get through your overs so quickly, and you sometimes don't realize that they've got through overs. And suddenly you look up and you see them bowl 3-4 overs.
I think the other thing on, because you know it's hard to start, but you still got to be thinking wickets. Whether that means your man at cover comes a little bit closer, you keep a slip. The bowler's just got to keep that attacking mindset. Keep trying to take wickets. End of the over.
जब मुकाबला हो तो जीतो with Dettol Cool, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा एरियल। नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल, जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम। सिर्फ पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair. Dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin.
Wicket in the last over.
Yeah, this is the period. Next 3 or 4 overs, so important. 118 from 77. What does Colombo do? All keep looking for wickets. Really important stage of the game.
Yeah, very important stage of the game. This is a stage where it can go either way. A few more wickets here would put a lot of pressure on Colombo, but they're looking to break free. It's pretty comfortable the way he bats that way. He just knocks it into gaps. And the hospitality partner of the Lanka Premier League, Radisson Hotels. They got some wonderful properties. Colombo, Galle by the beach, and then in Kandy, where we were privileged to this phase of the LPL. Fantastic service. One of the finest properties in the country. At the moment, they are knocking the balls into gaps. They haven't really found their range. They're still quite happy rotating the strike. 3 singles of the first 3 balls.
It's good bowling, sensible batting. Just trying to get in, get used to the conditions, build this partnership. But at some stage, you're going to have to pick their man, pick their bowler. That's going to be the time. Galle, on the other hand, they're going to be looking for wickets, looking for that opportunity, maybe a run out, direct hit, run out. Good catch. Even this smart batting, bunt into square leg, good running between the wickets. Handy too, very important. Skipper's frustrated.
What will be interesting to look at is how these batters could cope with spin going forward. We've seen the surface dry, we've seen balls turn. It's about the right pace to bowl on the surface. And we've seen when you look to try and slow it down, they get a little bit more grip.
Yeah, for sure. We've certainly seen that. The slower you bowl, the more it spins. And again, we've seen the spinners have success to new batters, and the batters just come to the crease and get a couple of wickets.
Again, 2 is the call, and they'll get 2. So they haven't hit a boundary for the last 12 balls, and that's because they've lost wickets close to each other. They're showing good intent by running well.
I think the key is just keep this required rate under 10. It's 9.21 at the moment. They're pretty comfortable as long as they've got wickets in hand. Again, the last 5-6 overs, they're only 3 or 4 wickets down. They can certainly catch up then.
Don't forget, they got 2 power plus overs where they can afford to have 1 less fielder outside the 30-yard circle. Another full toss, not made full use of. 8 done, 69 for 3.
जब कैल्शियम बने रोज का डोज, तो हड्डियों के साथ लाइफ को भी मिले स्ट्रेंथ हर रोज. A public service message on calcium awareness. आपका नो रैश डिसीजन क्या था?
जब बेबी की बात हो तो नो जल्दबाजी. मैं पाउडर लगाती हूँ, मुख्तलिफ क्रीम्स एंड ऑयल्स इस्तेमाल कर लेती हूँ. मैं कुछ टाइम के लिए बेबी को डायपर फ्री कर दूँ. लेकिन फिर भी रैश का डर तो लगा रहता है. पर मुझे नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने स्विच किया पैम्पर्स पर, जिसमें पहले से ही एलोवेरा वाला लोशन है, जो कभी को दिन रात रैश से बचाता है. आप खुद ट्राई करें, फिर आप भी कहेंगे अब से नो मोर रैश डिसीजन. ट्राई पैम्पर्स.
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से, तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल.
बहू, इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से.
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर. ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट. हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा.
Oh, that would have been some catch. That would have been some catch. Good bit of fielding in the deep.
Back up!
Nicely. When required, he can really tonk the ball. Samra Vikrama. He was looking to hit the ball over extra cover. Didn't get the elevation on that occasion, but good effort in the deep.
Well, there's been a distinct difference between the two teams and the way they've gone about
their fielding. Galle has been brilliant in the outfield.
Yeah, we have seen most of the leg spinners posing a lot of problems to the batter here in Pallekele, but Tarupathy hasn't been able to put some pressure on the batters. He's been offering quite a few scoring options to the batters. That was a googly. They're asking questions and they have referred it.
He is bowling it a bit quicker than some of the other leg spinners that we've seen on show. That's going to be fine. Nirishant Dikvillo, the keeper, the captain, he was convinced that it was out. Is that just sliding maybe?
Yeah, there was some deviation of the surface and you could easily see middle knock there. Touch and go.
Well, the umpire's decision was not out, so at any stage during this DRS review highlights umpire's call, it will remain not out. Just checking for an inside edge. Doesn't appear to be an inside edge there at all.
Looks like there is a spike when the ball was very close to the bat. But at the same time, you could actually see a bit of artificial light between bat and ball.
Doesn't matter, does it? Sliding, not out. Another good decision.
There's been many. We're talking about Harapati. He hasn't got that smooth action for a leg spinner. And he goes very low when he's actually releasing the ball.
Back up!
There'll be a single. And he finishes action very quickly. That's why he hasn't been consistent with his line and length. So is it his arm that you feel is low, or does he collapse at the crease? He collapses, and that's why he goes very low. That's into the gap, and it'll be a boundary.
First boundary after 17 deliveries.
The sweepers on the boundary have had a hard time at this ground in Pallekele, because when the ball's just been hit either side of them, not a great distance, they've always thought, oh well, I'll cut that off. But the outfield is so quick. It's real value. Yeah, after the first bound, gain space. And what was that? Good stop behind the stumps by Dabulla. That's exactly what it was, and what it needed to be was a stop, not a take, because it was hurled down the leg side.
Now here's a fast difference. Practice against
Shadab couldn't play off the back foot, but here they're doing it easily. End of the over, 80 for 3 after 9.
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera and shea butter extracts or hair, dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से तो जीतो with Dettol Cool, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera and shea butter extracts or hair, dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
जब कोई मेहमान आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और ये पुराना दाग भरा कमोड देखकर आपका दिल घबराए, तो कुछ और नहीं, नया हार्पिक छोटू जो जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार कमोड। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
कमोड बनाए नए जैसा।
कैल्शियम जब हो हर दिन रिपीट, इसी आदत में है हड्डियों की जीत।
जब कैल्शियम बने रोज का डोज, तो हड्डियों के साथ लाइफ को भी मिले स्ट्रेंथ हर रोज। A public service message on calcium awareness.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा एरियल?
नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल, जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे के काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फ्रूट पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो
होने वाले दामाद जी गले तो मिलो।
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ।
टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे के काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फ्रूट पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा एरियल। नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
Tikshana was dangerous. He got the ball to turn. He got the ball to bounce. Was 7-seater. Have you booked that for your ride to Dabulla, HT? I was told that it's a foregone conclusion that I'm in the back seat. Not the backseat driver, I believe. No, it's a spacious 7-seater. They say I can just roll the chair back and have a little nap. She'll be awake soon. She'll be awake soon. Give it 3 or 4 more overs.
India taken. And that was the reason why he was brought back into the attack to break this partnership. And he has done so. Zuru Udana.
He hasn't been at his best with ball in hand, Udana, but he was always going to have a say in this contest. He's a prized player, much sought after player during the auction, and here he manages to break the partnership. Samana Vikrama goes for 16 of 17 deliveries, just spiraled down to deep third, and again what Galle have done well is they've held on to their catches. It's 81 for 4.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा एरियल। तो हो जाए मुकाबला। नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल बनाए ज्यादा झाग जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक धुलाई में। टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
आओ पाओ जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फ्रूट पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा एरियल। नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
Straight away. Oh, that was poor stuff. That was poor stuff from Zahoor. Should have stopped that one. Easy runs lead.
I've been praising them in the outfield, and here is an error. You can't afford to let someone like Sri Lanka get away to a start once his confidence starts to grow. He's looking to go extra cover here. Thick outside edge, and this needs to be hauled in.
Not impressed, Udana. A bit of aggression from the left armour. Given the circumstances and the situation of the game, that was a big wicket. He's a dangerous batsman, Samra Vikrama, and take the game away from the opposition.
Wise decision. End of the 10th, 85 for 4.
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फ्रूट पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाएं और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक
महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
बदलते मौसम के बीच पे बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में। टेलीनॉर हो तो
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फ्रूट पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम,
looks like he's going to be aiming for the leg stump or the middle stump. He's kind of a bowler who darts the ball into the stumps.
Introduced into the attack probably because of this man. Sri Lanka, a left-hander. Try and get the ball to bite in the pitch and turn away from him in the hope that he can miscue one into the outer.
With this pace, it's going to be easy for the left-hander. Arachchige has to bowl a bit slower. He does that. He might be able to get the ball to move away from the left-hander. Require 9.62 to get over the line. And the space will help the cause of the batters. First 3 deliveries, it was okay.
There's no real need for there to be any panic from Colombo. When the required rate is still under 10 to the over. But you almost have that there's this feeling that something's going to go here, that at some point someone's going to try and whack one out the ground.
That was a good delivery. Was able to pitch the ball in that Yorker length. No room for the batter to work with or free his arms. He got into the over quite nicely. Arachchige, let's see how he gets out. Last delivery of the over. 90 required from 55 deliveries.
Bite your arm off if you just to surrender a single. He just doesn't want to go for a boundary.
Oh, I like that from Dabulla. Last delivery. He gets the slip in.
Easy.
A decent over. Only 5 coming off it. It's 90 for 4 after 11.
फिर से हेयर फॉल.
Beautiful.
इतने शैम्पू ट्राई किए, फिर भी नहीं मिले अपनी मर्जी के रिजल्ट्स. ट्राई पेंटी, जिसमें है प्रो वी फॉर्मूला जो बालों को मजबूत बनाए और गिरने से रोके. अप टू 97% मोर. हेयर फॉल को इग्नोर ना करो, सॉल्व करो विद पेंटी. अब 50 रुपए की बचत के साथ.
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल.
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे का
Whereas in my opinion, because of a good last over, they might be feeling the pressure. They might feel that they have to find a boundary here. So he has to be cautious of the fact. Pretorius,
official airline sponsor of the LPL. But say, you can book your flights, your tickets on www.fitsair.com.
They'll be happy to concede these singles. Galle Marvels.
Very similar positions though, weren't they? Galle 101 for 6. Colombo 92 for 4 at the same stage. A good partnership that Galle were going through at this point with Udana and Arachchige. At the moment, Phillips and Pereira are happy to just run singles. He is quick. He is quick.
He had to hustle, and he was ready for it. Got back in the end quite comfortably. He knew 2 were available. Ran the first one hard. And that's good. Now, last 2 overs been good for the bowling side. Both the bowlers responding well to the captain's call. Able to deny a boundary in the over. The required rate has jumped up. Over 10 now. Oh, what was that? He ran over, tried to recover, but he was too late. This boundary will relieve the pressure of these 2 batters.
Just overruns it here.
Tarapati, yes, it's hit hard, but once he overruns it, he slips. No coming back.
100 on the board at the end of 12th over for the last 4.
फिर से हेयर फॉल.
Beautiful.
इतने शैम्पू ट्राई किए, फिर भी नहीं मिले अपनी मर्जी के रिजल्ट्स. ट्राई पेंटी, जिसमें है प्रो वी फॉर्मूला जो बालों को मजबूत बनाए और गिरने से रोके
up to 97% more.
हेयर फॉल को इग्नोर ना करो, सॉल्व करो विद 90। अब 50 रुपए की बचत के साथ।
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Try the all-new wheat pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair, dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose wheat pure.
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से
Oh, this is good stuff. Arachchige bowls really well against the left-handers.
Well, they haven't been alert in the field in the last few overs, that's for sure. Some misfields, some costly misfields, finding boundaries, runs ticking over.
They could have played the percentages wise. Kept mid-wicket open, asking Thisara Perera if he wants to go against the turn for a single, take that chance as he wants Arachchige to turn the ball as much as possible. And Thisara Perera, you all know, he only knows one way to play, which is to top the ball. Flat in the gap. And good feeling at super cover. Couple of runs there.
Good fielding. It's a better standard there. Yeah, I don't mind this though. This is good captaincy. Ball spinning away from the left-hander. Entice him, as you say, to go against the spin. 78 off 45. You have to pick their bowler. You have to go hard.
I reckon if I pick a bowler, I think Glenn Phillips should be targeting Arachchige with the wind towards mid-wicket towards the scoreboard. That would be an ideal option. Thisara Perera get a single and get Glenn Phillips. Much better, much better. Beautifully bowled. Bharat Rajapaksa shot third. I beg your pardon, Zaur Khan. He missed out. Zaur Khan, the fast bowler. That's a lovely delivery. Deserved the wicket. In the end, the cricket can be so cruel. Goes to the boundary.
Again, I think this is another missed opportunity in the field. Nicely bowled, perfect out of the hand, finds the outside edge. Dive. He's a fraction late, that board does him for speed. Feel the frustration.
Now, this is a perfect example of being reactive and proactive. After that delivery, slip in place for Thisara Perera. On that occasion with the arm, and Thisara Perera knows it. He should have in the front foot, trying to play cut shot and castle his stumps.
That's what makes it hard, facing spin when you get natural variation. Ball before slower, spins, gets the outside edge. This ball skids straight on, stays a little bit low, but it's because of the ball before. He's playing for spin. Nice out of the hand, underspin, skid straight through, not there to cut. On with the arm, massive wicket.
No, against run-off play. Arachchige strikes for the Galle Marvels. That too, the skipper. Thisara Perera gone for 18 of 14. Colombo 106 for 5.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज, कड़क चाय का कड़क दाम निकाल पाएगा एरियल? नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल, जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाम, सिर्फ एक भिलाई में। होने वाले दामाद जी, गले तो मिलो।
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में। तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
Right handers at the crease now. Good way to finish the over. 106 for 5.
You and I spoke before the game was started. Michael Clark, the spinners will play a big role when the Colombo Strikers bowl. There's two spinners bowl 8 overs of 48 runs, 4 wickets. So far for the Galle Marvels, spinners have bowled 7 overs, 42 runs and 3 wickets.
I don't think they're done just yet. Again, very hard to start your innings against spin. Up in the air, there's a chance. Oh, just short of that man at long off. Gonna like this ball spinning away from the two right-handers at the crease. I think this is good captaincy. Phillips hasn't got much time to just keep ticking it over. He's got to pick his bowler. He's got to back himself and he's got to go.
72 now and 41 deliveries. Watch out for the faster ball.
Then Phillips. Good game. Oh, picked up. That's a shot and a half. That's the side screen. Inexperience being showed by Malshitaru, but they're giving it air, and Glenn Phillips is a quality player.
Yeah, class. Certainly picked his target first ball. He wanted to do this and mistimes it. On this occasion, he gets it out of the middle, holds his shape, looks to go dead straight. Mr. Googly seems to pick it right out of the screws. Important boundary, needed boundary.
Inexperienced by Malshitaru, but you don't flight the ball to the bat to quality players. Full toss down the ground. Tim Seifert does the fielding. Now plenty of activities in the last few overs. This was ball before the wicket, turned away, outside edge, went for a boundary, and then bullseye.
Again, every bowler says that's an arm ball. I did him with the arm ball. The truth there is that's natural variation. One spins and one goes straight. That's the hardest time to face spin bowling. When the pitch spins consistently, it's much easier. You can play with the spin. But that is what makes it hard. Similar length, not there to cut though. But slides on with the arm into the pegs. Massive wicket.
It's amazing how the ball which turns becomes not the stock balls. It becomes the variation. Slot sweep, mid-on fielder, Tim Seifert, and gets it. Young Malshitaru for the strikes, and that to a massive wicket of Shadab Khan, and that showcase says the story.
Yeah, another wicket from spin. Again, tosses it up. Shadab Khan wanted to go leg side, wanted cow corner, wanted it over that mid-wicket boundary. Got it too straight. Went flat and hard, picked that man out at long on.
He got the power, but not the elevation. And a good catch by Tim Seifert. The young man strikes. Boy from Galle, hailing from Richmond College kid. Strikes it and his eyes says it all. And Shadab Khan, the man gone without scoring. Colombo 115 for 6.
आपका नो रैश डिसीजन क्या था?
जब बेबी की बात हो तो नो जल्दबाजी. मैं पाउडर लगाती हूँ, मुख्तलिफ क्रीम्स एंड ऑयल्स इस्तेमाल कर लेती हूँ. मैं कुछ टाइम के लिए बेबी को डायपर फ्री कर दूँ. लेकिन फिर भी रैश का डर तो लगा रहता है. पर मुझे नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने स्विच किया पैम्पर्स पर, जिसमें पहले से ही एलोवेरा वाला लोशन है, जो कभी को दिन रात रैश से बचाता है. आप खुद ट्राई करें, फिर आप भी कहेंगे अब से नो मोर रैश डिसीजन. ट्राई पैम्पर्स.
जब टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ, तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में. तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में. टेलीनॉर हो तो पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार. डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा.
He has got all the attributes to be a smart cricketer. The all-rounder what Sri Lanka is looking for. 65 of 37.
Shot straight away off the mark. Just the single. 14 done. 116 for 6.
फिर से हेयरफॉल.
ब्यूटीफुल.
इतने शैम्पू ट्राई किए, फिर भी नहीं मिले अपनी मर्जी के रिजल्ट्स. ट्राई पेंटी, जिसमें है प्रोवी फॉर्मूला, जो बालों को मजबूत बनाए और गिरने से रोके. अप टू 97% मोर. हेयरफॉल को इग्नोर ना करो, सॉल्व करो विद पेंटी. अब 50 रुपए की बचत के साथ.
टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो होने दो जो होता है बस्ती में, तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में, टेलीनॉर हो तो।
Oh, this time going with the arm. Beautiful.
Glenn Phillips is the key here. I think they get him, they get the game. So I think batting alongside him, you don't need to do too much. Give him the strike. Get up the other end. He's 26 off 17. He's hitting the ball cleanly. Give him as much strike as you possibly can.
Yeah, spot on with the wing right-hander to the scoreboard. That should be the game plan for Pallekele. He has to be street smart over here with his decisions. And what a game Udana and Arachchige is having. Batted well and now bowling so well for the Galle Marvels. Beautiful ball again. Lovely. Sensible batting.
Yeah, very smart. Very smart. Yeah, Phillips got to pick his. He's got to not look too much at the scoreboard. He's that last wicket again. Wanted it over mid-wicket. Got it down long on throat. Big wicket. I think Phillips got to take the scoreboard out of the equation. Just back himself. If this is his bowler, if this is the end, ball spinning in, bit of frustration on the skipper's face there.
Oh, as expected, he goes for it. Does not get it on a good catch. Couple of times juggled and Udana and Arachchige strikes the big wicket. That is Glenn Phillips been batting so well.
Yeah, what a shame for Phillips. He did pick him. He did want this end. Hit with the spin. Hit down breeze. But he doesn't get it. This is a massive wicket. Is that the game? He knew straight away. Nowhere near the middle of the bats. What a wicket for your team.
Their smiley faces, happy faces, they know how big a wicket it was. Glenn Phillips on his day, he can be disruptive. Unfortunately, walks back to 26. Colombo 117 for 7.
याद रखना सिर्फ सेफगार्ड से शप 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 सेफगार्ड से नहाए घर तो झट से बचता जाए शप 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 चलता जाए
जबरदस्त हिफाजत अब 20 रुपए की जबरदस्त बचत के साथ।
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
जब कोई मेहमान आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और ये पुराना दाग भरा कमोड देखकर आपका दिल घबराए, तो कुछ और नहीं, नया हार्पिक छोटू जो जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार कमोड। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा कमोड बनाए नए जैसा।
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से।
Pallekele strikes it again through the legs of Big Pallekele. Will it go for a boundary?
It does. I think.
Off the bat as well. What a finish for Colombo Strikers in that 15th over. 126 for 7.
पाव पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। डोंट वरी, फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट।
हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber, aloe vera, and shea butter extracts or hair. Dermatologically tested to give smooth and moisturized glowing skin. Choose pure. Choose Wheat Pure.
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। Don't worry, Fruit Panda संभाल लेगा।
Off and sweeper cover. My station up. Straight away. This good captaincy by the Queller, bringing his ace bowler for the power blast.
Yeah, very smart. Good start as well. First ball the over, very important. He starts with a dot.
Will Charming Karunatha take a chance? Now he's playing it sensible. He's playing a single. I think Pallekele will be the aggressor.
Yeah, here's his reverse sweep, switch hit, whatever you want to call it. That one between the keeper's legs. First one was beautiful. This one, little bit of luck went his way. Same result. Doesn't matter how you get him. Nicely bowled. Little bit of luck goes the batter's way. Important boundary as well. 10 off that over. Now 53 required from 28.
Yeah, streaky but extremely effective. 11 dot deliveries, Miles Dictioner. Oh, turn and bounce. And I saw an explosion as well off the pitch.
Actually very well played. Like he lined that up to hit through cover off the back foot, but just held in the wicket and bounced. Justin and just took a single. Smart batting.
Miles Dictioner playing the cards well. He knows that Pallekele will be targeting the reverse sweep. He's pulled it shorter and quicker. Very well bowled by Miles Dictioner. Not letting Charming Karunatha underneath. DFSK Unimo Enterprises Limited, Sri Lanka's best-selling brand new 7-seater, Gloria Yato from Unimo Enterprises. That's what we want for our travel tomorrow. To go to Dabulla, Michael Clark. Let's fancy one of those.
Beautiful. Riding that tomorrow. Nicely bowled again. A brilliant over. And pace variations, much slower that last delivery. Got ball right now is gold.
Now just the 3 runs under the circumstances. This has been a brilliant over by Dictioner. Carom ball.
Easy.
Single to end the 16th over. No risk taken at all from that over. 130 for 7. Required rate of 12.5. Last to recognize batters in the middle. All to play for in the next 4.
जब कोई मेहमान आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और ये पुराना दाग भरा कमोड देखकर आपका दिल घबराए, तो कुछ और नहीं, नया हार्पिक छोटू जो जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार कमोड। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा कमोड बनाए नए जैसा।
जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से, तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल, जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल।
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। Don't worry, Fruit Panda संभाल लेगा।
जब कोई मेहमान आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और ये पुराना दाग भरा कमोड देखकर आपका दिल घबराए, तो कुछ और नहीं, नया हार्पिक छोटू जो जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार कमोड। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा कमोड बनाए नए जैसा।
बदलते मौसम के बीच में बीमारियां बढ़ने का डर होता है, मगर हेल्दी रहना मुश्किल नहीं जब डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
पाव जानता है कि संडे पे काम से सब होते हैं ख्वार। Don't worry, Fruit Panda संभाल लेगा।
न इस आग में जलूंगा, न इस ताप में पिघलूंगा। जब मुकाबला हो सूरज और जरासीम से, तो जीतो विद डेटॉल कूल। जो करे बॉडी को 5 डिग्री तक कूल। गर्मी के स्पेल के लिए तैयार।
बहू इतनी चमक तेजाब से?
नहीं, नए हार्पिक छोटू से।
छोटू कितना ही चलेगा?
महीने भर ये जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और दे महीने भर के लिए नए जैसा चमकदार टॉयलेट। हार्पिक महीने भर चमकाए ऐसा,
टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
Try the all-new Wheat Pure. It smells amazing. Contains cucumber,
Bit of a tag team down at deep point, but I think they've done well.
Look, it's not only in this instance. If you looked at the 20 overs, the fielding, the ground fielding, especially across the park, has been exceptional. Not only on this side, the other side, Malsha Tarupati. That's Johnny Tlian again, knocks it back in and broke in very quickly. They've easily saved themselves another 10-15 runs, that's for sure. Along with that, the pressure that builds.
And how many runs did Colombo give away when they were in the field? That is 4. That is 4. Powered through extra cover.
Unitwellalage slightly built, but he's showing that he can pack a punch. He's not taking fielders on. He's not swinging off his feet. He's playing gaps. When you're doing this, very effective and gives you more chance of staying out there. You've got to stay out there to score the runs.
Now he gets off strike. He's such a little competitor though, isn't he? He starts to walk quicker and quicker between overs. He's like a caged lion. It's almost as if the bowler can't turn and bowl at him quick enough.
Good little player, Unitwellalage. And they're not going to do it in a flash. They got to work their way in, build a partnership, and that's the way to do it. You got a boundary, rotate the strike, let Chamika Karunaratne rotate the strike. Let's get closer. Let's get closer. 43 of 21 required.
Calls for 2, won't get it though. Won't get it. Played well yesterday. Karunaratne, unbeaten 25 of just 10 deliveries. That's all he has to do. If he does that tonight and says to Villalaga, you get the other lot, that's all he can ask. Has he got it? Has he got it? The little fitter has, you know. That's a powerful strike down the ground.
And now straight away a committee meeting. That's an indication of, oops, they're getting closer. Now what do we do? He gave that pace and he went fuller. Through the line she goes. Unitwellalage, what a hit. A timely hit as well.
That they can do it. Dot ball will end the 17th. We got a game on our hands, folks. 144 for 7.
Been good here in Pallekele for the tournament. The pitches, games have gone down to the wire. We've witnessed some fabulous performances. Wickets at the end. And he needs to claw it back a little bit. 36 of 18. If you had another wicket or two, you'd be backing yourself as a batting team.
I think that's the big thing, Russ. is the wickets column, because 36 of 18 is very doable. But what Galle want to say is, if we get one wicket here, that will really, put a nail in the coffin. They may need more than one though. But what a shot this was!
A check drive, but underneath it, times it very, very nicely. Pallekele. Now the problem for the Strikers is they've let the sixth bowler get away with wickets and with no runs. When that happens, a bowling team is usually in a good position. Udana and Arachchige didn't get a ball yesterday. Outstanding today. That's where you say even not the sixth bowler, even the fourth bowler, you got to target and try and close that gap up. That's where you get ahead of the game as a batting unit.
Choose pure. Choose wheat pure.
When that happens, a bowling team is usually in a good position. Udana and Arachchige didn't get a ball yesterday. Outstanding today. That's where you say even not the sixth bowler, even the fourth bowler, you got to target and try and close that gap up. That's where you get ahead of the game as a batting unit.
Who's going to bowl the last two though? Pretorius has got one. Udana, you would think, will finish.
Daur got a brilliant yorker and a slow ball. You'll have to go to him. Produce that peach of a yorker to get Gurbaz at a very important time.
Cleverly disguised. I think that's the beauty of having the sixth bowler bowl, is that you have options at the back end. We'll be leaving the Radisson tomorrow morning as we head to Dambulla, but we shall return, Russell, when we get to Colombo.
Yep, hopefully soon in Dabulla as well, because that's your preferred accommodation. I know on your visits to Sri Lanka, great service. And conveniently located. Waited, really.
Oh, very smart, very smart. He's so composed when he's at the crease. He may not look at between balls, but when he's on strike, he certainly is.
He looks charged up, Pallekele. I haven't seen him walk between wickets as briskly as he does. You better be careful, he's punching his partner. Mention he's packing a punch, don't hit him too hard because this is the last recognized pair. Dinuro Fernando, Atisha Patirana, well, you don't want them in the middle at the moment. Won't give him pace, he'll use it.
Brilliantly bowled. And they're not going to be frightened of the required rate because we're so deep into the innings. It's just 2 overs and 2 balls remaining, so the required rate is not going to scare them. If you had to say to them you're going to need 12 off the last, they would take it.
That's for sure, that's for sure. Now, I'm really impressed with this Udana. He had a day to forget yesterday. Went for 60, came in at 91 for 6, got himself a half century, got his team a big total in these conditions. And now, producing a very important spell.
I do get a little bit concerned for Karunaratne when I watch him, because he gets so adrenaline fueled that I worry that when he hits a boundary that he's going to say something wrong to the bowler, or there's going to be a little bit of argy-bargy, because he really gets worked up, doesn't he?
I think you need to ban the chocolates. Chocolates get you hyper, don't they? Coming off the over, the last ball of the 18th.
It's worked away. Sent back. Good decision. Good decision. So they survive again, these two. The 18th is done and dusted. 152 for 7.
जब कोई मेहमान आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और ये पुराना दाग भरा कमोड देखकर आपका दिल घबराए,
12 balls remain in this context. Another close one. Looks for the Yorker, finds it. They'll scamper for every run they can. They'll only get one here. Gee, we've had some good contests here in Pallekele. Some real close one and high scoring games.
We've seen bowlers shine as well. I think everyone's had a chance. That's what you want from a pitch. Batters scoring runs, spinners, good spinners, showing off how to do it. Then even the seamers getting the ball to go through. Well, they need a boundary here. Chamika Karunaratne is bringing in long off. Wipakawa, he gets to a point, position 3 in the deep on the leg side. Long on, long off, heads back now. Lower deliveries to Chamika.
Right, you're at the crease, Russell Arnold. You're at the crease. What are you saying to your partner here as far as what are you prepared, what is the most you prepared to chase in the last over? What do you want from this over?
Well, there's 26 off 10. I'd like to get it to under 15. That would mean a boundary here.
Where are the options for Wellalage? Long off in the circle. He's going to be angling it into the pads.
Not give him room.
They got it. Has he got it? Oh, yes! And that will be the boundary they're looking for. Just out of reach of the backpedaling middle.
Inside quite a great effort. I just thought for a moment that he was going to pluck it out of thin air. But you've got to give it to Wellalage. Looking at the field, Rahul Khan bowling from around the wicket, he was going to angle it in. But he goes leg side. He's always looking to hit the top of mid-off, who's in the circle. Incredible option and very well executed. For me, I thought with the angle he'll go leg side, but he's got that boundary. What do you reckon? You need another. You need another. You got to look for it now.
There's shouts of 2, but there's no ways that's going to be 2. So now 21 required from 8. Now I'm going to give you some information here.
You spoke about Isuru Udana having a day to forget yesterday.
You're right. His most expensive over yesterday was 23. And that was the 18th over. He went for 23. Will there be some nerves with Udana? Surely not.
The 18th he bowled today, he went for 8. Now Chamika needs to get a boundary for the team. 7 off 8, he needs to pick it up. Will he?
Down the ground he goes. Wellalage will touch and surely come for 2. And there's a misfield and there's a boundary. It's these moments. Moments.
But who do you blame, HD? You cannot. That was a great effort from Malsha Tarupati. but he didn't realize that Tim Seifert had it covered. He gets a hand to it and deflects it away. Even for Zahur, the angle that he creates makes it hard for Chamika Karunaratne to get all of it. Look, that's a great example of sometimes you put in the effort but you don't get the result. I wouldn't blame the youngster. Commend him for the effort. It's just unfortunate.
Well, you Sri Lankans think alike. You said 15.
15 is the number that you would be prepared to chase in the last.
No, I'm getting greedy. I want 11.
Very well bowled. Surely they go again. Yes, head down. Needs to be a good throw.
It will do the job. Surely Karunaratne hasn't made his ground. Surely not. Is this the moment that wins it for goal?
It sure is. It sure is. That's the substitute fielder who's been very quick across the grass. Surya Bandara. He gets to it. Gets rid of it. And he hits the stumps. You're right. It's efforts like this that wins your team matches. They've saved lots of runs with their effort. Now they've picked up a wicket. Chamika Karunaratne will make the long walk back to the pavilion. Dismissed by a wonderful piece of work in the deep by the substitute fielder Surya Bandara.
जब कोई मेहमान आपके